Y'all, we are going to be getting a look cut up or whatever with my bro. Not that, not right now. Yeah, getting a look cut up for my bro. That's actually what I'm about to do now. Let's see. Give me 1 second. Y'all can come and chop it up with us or just hang out. You know what I'm saying? We just cooling really.
Running a business can be complicated.
Hold on. What's good? What's good? Let's get this. All right. We got that. I kind of want to do another one, but we good. So just keep it with that. Mom's big bro. Hold on, big dog. You can leave your buddy blotted on your mama's porch. Law. Home in the projects. Papa was a Rolling Stone selling rock. All right, let me make sure we not. Oh, and one more. Dabba, dabba. All right, y'all give me 1 second. It's your boy. What's good? That's me, y'all. What's good? What's good? What's good? All right, we about to I think I forgot all about this. God, don't make mistakes. Got my yes, sir. What's going on? What's up? What's up, everybody? Y'all tap in, say what's up, say what's up. I tell you what, I might, if y'all be good, I might mic up my bro and myself. You know what I'm saying? But I'm actually about to get a what's good? There go my peeps. What's good? What's good, fam? How you doing? How you doing? I don't know where my other microphone at. Just weird. The hell I put my other microphone in? About to get a quick little shape up from my big bro. We in here. That's the sound back there. Mm. Your hair looks really good. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, thank you. Hey, y'all don't gas me up, man. Yes. Yo, so I wanted to talk about this little Cardi B situation. Y'all know Cardi B and what's his face just got back together. I wanted to chop it up with y'all. What are y'all thoughts? What's going on, fam? What's good? What up? What up? Everybody tapping in. Much love, much love. Let me see. Okay. Andy in the building. What's good? What are y'all thoughts on this Cardi B and what's that dude's name? Bro, you remember? What's Cardi B's boyfriend or whatever he is, his name? Stefan Diggs. Let me see. Hold on. Hey, a whole nother level. What's good? What's good? Noodle in the house. Yard boy. What's good? Was it Abba? Abba in the building. Let's see where are we? I do got to do a little quick little video for the pod. I mean, not for the podcast, but for my vlog for today because your boy have got back to vlogging. So there's that podcast. What's up? What's up? What up? What up? What up? You don't follow celebrities? Well, because we do content, we have to, you know what I mean? So I respect where you coming from, but for content purposes, you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? And I think that stuff like this is perfect because it's an opportunity for the people that's coming behind us to learn from other people's mistakes. And you can actually see this in real time. And I think that it's probably best for other people to learn from other people's mistakes instead of making that mistake themselves. And so us as the older generation or whatever, we should be, how else are we going to educate our youth? How else are we going to actually reach our youth if that's the type of content that they consume? And so I'm really, really big on improving, helping other people improve, and it's unfortunate, but you got to do what you got to do, man. Let me see. Where is my? What is this? This is the truth. Let me switch real quick. I need really one. I don't even know what that is. USDT. I'm not sure what that is, my friend. I have no idea what that is. Let's see. There we go. Hold on. You say, where am I from? I'm from Rock Hill, South Carolina, my friend. Rock Hill, South Kakalaki. Hold it down. Let me put this on real quick. All right. So let me do something for the vlog real quick and then I get back to y'all. Hold on. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have made it back. Bro is about to go ahead and give me a quick little shape up or whatnot, and then we're gonna get up out of here. Let go. On 3PH, you have oh hold on, wait a minute. I got one, two, three, four. Yeah, I think I got like 4 or 5 phones. 4 or 5 phones. But that's not a flex though. I'm not trying to flex. Anyway, I want to go ahead and sit down and chop it up with y'all. Y'all let me know if the audio needs improvement, and then we'll try to make something happen. All right, let's switch. Mm, There we go. All right, so y'all should be able to see it. Hey, appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for the likes. Appreciate the love, my friends. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna try to keep up with the comments or whatnot. Hopefully, y'all can hear me. Um, I think I might have to end up switching what I was actually planning on doing. So y'all will be able to hear me a little bit better. Beg your pardon. Try to take a nigga solo away, beg your pardon. Big body roll, give me roll race, roll that ass name more, and a beg your pardon. Ah, I just realized something. Hold on, y'all. Beg your pardon. right. Voice not clear. Perfect. That's all good. I got you. Just a second. Free church. Testing, testing. Can y'all hear me now? How was that? How was that audio? Let me know. Let me know. I'm gonna see if I can pull up the comments and stuff on here. Oh, yes, sir. Let's see on here. All right, cool. Look like we good. Let me see if I can pull the comments up. Hold on. Let me slide this thing back just a tad bit. There we go. All right, that look like that's gonna be good. It should shut it up there now. I'll come back. Back. All right, is it still? Can you please show hand? I don't know what that means, my friend. I have no idea what's going on. Let me go through some of these comments real quick. Let's see. My boy said hi. What's good? What's good? Boy, okay. What's good? What's good? What's up? Yard boy, are you still in here, my dog? What's up, Oats? Oh, dog. Oh, dog is crazy. Uh, hardest work on the internet. I don't know about all that. I appreciate I appreciate that, but nah, nowhere near, man. We got a lot of work to do, my friend. Is this your personal trainer? That's my brother, man. That's my brother. I think it's weird that y'all ask CDC, but he getting ready to cut my hair. But nah, that's big bro, man. So how much is his salary? He need to be put on salary, man. One of these days. Oh, my mistake. You good, my friend. It's all good, dog. What are you talking about? I don't understand what show hand. I don't know what that means. Y'all gotta enlighten me on that, man. I'm looking for my dog, man. Oh crap. He ain't came back through just yet. Say hi to the camera. Yeah, y'all showing out, man. Anywho, I want to get into the little Cardi B situation, man. I'm just gonna chop it up a little bit with y'all. So Stephon Diggs was recently spotted with Cardi B. Bro, did you get a chance to see that? I said, did you get a chance to see that Cardi B was spotted with Stephon Diggs? Oh. Yeah, so he had like I don't know if it was his fundraiser, like he was looking out for mothers or whatever. It was like for like single mothers or whatnot. And they had popped out. I'm gonna have to let you see the video of them two together. You know they had so called broken up, right? Mhm. Yeah. So I'm gonna show you. Where is that freaking video, man? Let me pull this up real quick. Be Stephon Diggs. Yeah, there they go. Well, your boy giving the smooches and stuff on the cheek. Yeah, so if y'all didn't get a chance, it's all over social media. It's on TikTok. Yeah, they done popped out together. They said today in the DMV. Them little fake hips. I don't feel. I mean, I couldn't do it. I can't rock with no girl, no BBL, man. I just Heck no. Absolutely not. But back to what I was saying, man. So you have Cardi B. She pretty much just changed out Offset for what I would call like a worse type of guy. And the reason why I say that he's a little bit worse than Offset is because at least Offset put a ring on that girl's finger. They said that, well, allegedly, the young lady that was Stephon Diggs' chef. Did you hear about that story? Yeah, so his chef had actually taken him to court because, to be honest with you, I don't know if he fired her or he got rid of her or whatever, but he was basically saying like after this season I'm gonna be good on your services. I heard she was cooking stuff like hot dogs. She was making hot dogs for that man, bro. But anyway, allegedly, I subscribed. Appreciate it, man. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate the sub. But yeah, anyway, she ended up taking him to court, and she was saying that he was trying to give her like a little payout. Like, I give you 100K to retract your statement because I think that she said something about Stephon Diggs had like tried to strangle her or choke her or something like that. People getting outrageous. And so they was like, yeah, no, we don't want that 100,000, but we'll take 5 mil. $5 million. Man, boy, I tell you, boy, crazy. But from the information that I got, they were saying that the young lady and Stefan was actually, well, appreciate it, man, thank you. But they were saying that the lady and Stefan Diggs had already started messing with each other before she became his personal chef. And this was before Cardi B had got, him and Cardi B had got together. And again, the information that I got was they were still messing around even after him and Cardi B had got together. Boy, I had a personal chef. They were like, boy, let me tell you something about Stefan Diggs. He keeps some baddies around him, boy. For real, on the clock. And she's not really a bad looking chick. At least outside of that stand, when she was on the stand, she kind of looked crazy to me. But Stefan Diggs, personal chef. Yeah, there she go. That might have hips on the boy. That boy holding. Yeah, yeah. That boy running them down through there, cougars and all, boy. They don't care. But yeah, so that was the young lady that was trying to get 5 mil up out of Offset, man. And so people were saying that him and Cardi B never announced that they had broken up. But Cardi B was just waiting until after, he was hopefully not found not guilty in that little situation before she ended up popping back out with him. And I call cap. What I believe, this is my own personal belief, but I believe that Cardi B separated from Stephon Diggs because she thought that she was gonna get with him and she was gonna change who he was. Which even his teammates were saying the same thing about Stephon Diggs. Every single last one of his teammates said, "Who would be the last person that you would want to date your sister?" Every single last one of those guys like Stephon Diggs, and these were his teammates. Yeah, I think that's. That was his teammates saying that. Like the people that you hanging around with most of the doggone day. They're like, yeah, Stephon Diggs, Stephon Diggs, Stephon Diggs. Because This dude is known. I've never heard this dude to ever be faithful, to ever have one chick. He's always been out there, almost like what is my boy Anthony? Is it Anthony Davis, basketball dude that be running all them chicks down through there? I forgot what his name. He played for the Timberwolves. Maybe one of y'all know. No, but I think it's Anthony Davis. Edwards, yeah, Anthony Edwards. That's his name. Yeah. So that's what that kind of put me in the mind of, man. Stay bagging him. Hold on. Oh. But most females, they want to get dogged out. Facts. Because if you treat them good too long, they gonna end up doing it to you. Facts. They get bored, man. They get bored. Look, I was on YouTube yesterday having these doggone discussions, and it was some people in the comments that felt some type of way because I had a conversation with some of my coworkers. When was that? Friday. And I actually ended up staying a little bit past my time because I'm in a room full of nothing but women, and it's only like what, two guys? Yeah, two guys that work at that center anyway. Like I'm literally surrounded by all women, and normally, like when I come into work, I'm bubbly, smiling, but we never talk about like relationships, the dating market, and stuff like that. But we're sitting in one of the rooms. We all gathered around having a conversation, and one of my coworkers gonna say, "Well, KD don't want his girl to smoke or drink." It's like, come on, why you gonna put me on the spot like that, dog? And so all the women turn to look at me like, "What?" It's like, what do you mean? I was like, "Yeah, my girlfriend is not gonna smoke or drink. You can't force a woman to." I was like, listen. Hear me out. As a woman, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. But my girlfriend, the person I'm gonna be with, it ain't happening. Like that's why I draw a line in the sand. You can do whatever you want to do by yourself or with somebody else. But if you believe that, I'm just gonna say my girl. I ain't say girlfriend, but my girl, somebody that I'm kicking it with. If you think that that's about to fly, then yeah, I'm just gonna kick you to the curb. Like, oh, this mofo. They were looking at me sideways, boy. Because I don't think that most of those young ladies have ever seen anybody or a guy pretty much stand on whatever it is that they believe, especially when they being pressed by a bunch of women. It's like, yeah, man, I got no issue with it. And then, like I said, like I don't really call like a girlfriend. I just be like, yo, this is the person that I'm kicking it with or whatever. I don't really believe in titles. It was like, what? I was like, yeah, I don't believe in boyfriend or girlfriend titles. So you're afraid of commitment? No, no. Just my personal belief. I believe that you are single until married. Like marriage makes sense to me, but boyfriend and girlfriend, that's something that I think that we came up with like in high school. Well, not even high school, elementary, and people have just literally been just been running with it. Because when it comes to relationships, I don't think that people even take that stuff serious to begin with anyway. Like, man, that title don't mean a mother loving thing, man. Cut it out. Y'all are claiming that, that's your boyfriend or that's your girlfriend and still be out here messing around with other people. Like most people don't understand what commitment is. Now, when it comes to marriage, I think that, yeah, I think that marriage is sacred. And I don't think that, like, I'm big on like the old school. You know what I mean? Like once you go down that aisle, once you make that commitment before God, before your spouse, in front of their family, in front of your family, to yourself, then absolutely, like commitment. You know what I mean? It's no issue for me to be committed. Like if you go down the line of any woman that I have dated, they would tell you, Katie has never stepped outside of this relationship ever that they know of or whatever. Like, but when you look at the market today, I don't think people really like actually take that stuff serious. Like my word is my bond. So if I give you my word and I say I'm gonna be committed to you, then yeah, I'm gonna be committed. And one of the, because I mean, when I tell you I got so many doggone questions about my beliefs, shout out to one of the young ladies. I think she's actually engaged. Yeah, I think she's engaged. She's actually about to go move out there with her. But it was some of those young ladies that had an open mind, and they were just asking questions like, if this came from a younger guy, I wouldn't even bat an eye at. I wouldn't really think too much about it. But the fact that you're in your 30s, it just has me like just a little bit more on the curious side. Because I told her, like, listen, especially for a man, if a guy myself, if I wanted to be married, I'll be married tomorrow. I just I don't really understand the benefits from marriage. And no matter how many questions I ask, every single last time I was like, well, can you not have that without actually signing a contract? Silence. Complete silence. It's like the only thing with marriage, of course, it's a covenant. You know what I mean? A covenant between you before God or whatever. Yeah, yeah, like I completely understand all of that, but you don't need to be married to honestly do anything else outside of like taxes and stuff. Just trying to make sure the person is gonna be taken care of or whatever after you're gone. I understand that. And so they was like, say for instance, right, you kicking it with a young lady, and she decides that this is no longer serving her because she wants to be married. And I was like, well, the way that I look at it is that door is always open. If you want to leave, be my guest. I'm not going to listen. I'm not in the convincing business. I'm not going to try to convince you to stay. I'm not going to, tell you that you need to leave. But you need to know and understand. Once you cross that threshold and you leave out that door, that's it. It's a wrap. Like, what you mean? You gonna let her come back? No. By this time, you done made your decision. And if you want to go, come back and DoorDash. I'm gonna do what you have, but I can do 30 minutes stick. In 30 days until you hurt me. Oh, no. Oh, that's crazy work, man. But see, this is what society teaches those young ladies to follow behind the Cardi B's, the Meg the Stallions, all of them chicks. But if you look at them right now, let's keep it a band. Didn't Meg the Stallion just lose out on somebody? Didn't Clay Thompson just either kick her to the curb or something like that? Because she thought that Clay was gonna marry her. Nah, no ma'am. I ain't even trying to be funny, but all of her dirt done already been put out there. Allegedly you done ran through the entire industry and you think that I'm about to commit even those guys that they try to claim that are lame, and they might be. Even the lame guys know better. Like, listen, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. I'm gonna do what I need to do. I might wine and dine you. And, I think letting her meet the parents and all that other stuff is diabolical. But whatever. That man gonna play house long enough for him to be able to get a feel for what it's like. I don't think her cooking all that any doggone way. There was so many women down in the comments saying that she done did all those wifely duties. She done cook for him and clean. What? Man, that's basic. That's basic ish, man. What are y'all talking about, bro? Like cooking and cleaning? That's wifely duties? Like, first of all, anytime somebody make a meal, I ain't never known nobody cook for one person. You making enough for two any doggone way, man. Dude. And my thing is, I don't care who you are. I'm big on. I look at relationships the same, business and our personal. Hear me out, right? In business, before we get into this thing, we both need to sit down and we need to draw up this contract. I need to know, what do you need from me as a photographer, as a videographer? Listen, I want you to do my wedding. I want you to capture these shots. I want drone shots. I want this, that, and the third. Lay it out on the table. Let's go ahead and put it in the contract. Let's sign it. Cool. Nothing can be said, right? On the flip side, relationship. If what you want is a relationship, if you want to be married or whatever, that stuff needs to be established right then and there. Don't wait till 4, 5, 10 years down the line and be like, you know what? I think I want to be married. Oh, no, baby. What is you doing? No, heck no. No, we just kicking it. That should have been established day one. Now, if the person decides like, yo, I rock with that. I can get with that, but don't try to pressure nobody into it. And I tell y'all, listen, I've had one situation. I did too. Eat that cake.
Even the mama was scared of.
A word? The mama?
Yeah, she let a lot of that stuff happen. She knew what was going on, but I think she did it because of the money.
Yeah.
She knew that money was rolling in.
Money talk, boy.
But, there was a lot of them in the industry, man. Their parents basically sold them off, Usher and all, kind of, a lot of different celebrities. If they wasn't already an industry plant, their parents sold them off to the industry, and it really wasn't nothing they could do because 9 times out of 10, if a kid, you don't really get them anyway.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different stuff, man. That stuff be out of their means, and then, like I said, Cardi, she like the attention.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm gonna really go up and get this good guy. Boring, nothing going on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know what he doing.
Yeah. Stephon Diggs out here slanging, boy.
No secret. So, a lot of them get a kick out of that, man. They get to stay in the eye of attention,
Now, that's a fact. It's crazy you say that. Like, that's really making me think. Like Offset, even though Offset, I don't know if he did or didn't do, but most of the time, Offset was literally in the house gaming. If he wasn't making music most of the time, that boy was like, every time that she went live, that dude was literally playing the game. Like Call of Duty, Fortnite, or whatever, that man was on the game 24/7. Now, Stephon Diggs, that boy be on the roll. He be on the move. Every time you see him, he in front of another lady's face. You good? Yeah. Every time you see when he was on that boat or that yacht and he had like 3 or 4 of them in front of, like what was he? I don't even know what was in his hand. I don't know if it was drugs or what. Man, he out here doing the whole boy. That's what she want. That's what she want. And instead of taking Offset back, she go running back to Stephon Diggs. Again, I think that's like the worst. That's like the worst case scenario, bottom of the barrel. But yeah, I definitely agree. They want a little chaos like that in their life, so they can be in the news. And then you have some girl on social media talking about those other girls that are saying that this looks fake, or Cardi B is crazy for going back to them. They jealous. What? What sense does that make, man? Like, they gonna be jealous that she's with a guy that's constantly messing with others in the public eye. Let me tell you something. Stephon don't give a damn. They was asking him questions and stuff on them interviews. Your boy just cheesing.
What they need to start doing is say her mama. She can say how it like being and everything, but interview her mama and see how it is through the view of her mama. Tell them, or
yeah, that's a fact.
Her parents, but really her mom, because that's what most women supposed to learn. How to be a woman. So,
yeah.
And
trauma.
Like
trauma.
I don't say it's my future, my present job or it's a past job, but one of my coworkers. her mama told her, basically was real strict, told her no a lot.
Yeah.
So when she got older,
all right, no, let's go.
Like she basically, we was having a conversation, and she basically like, nobody should. They should let their kid grow up and just be loose, do whatever they want to, experience life, you know, without no parents.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And so she made me feel like, oh, so I was like, man, I'm every step, you know what I'm saying? My kids got to make their own mistakes, but
yeah,
if I know it's a stick right there and they ain't looking, and they running, just let them run and trip over the stick and fall. Like, no, don't say watch out for the stick. But she was, that's what she was saying. Like, nah, let them, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let them go through life, just have, you know.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I felt kind of crazy. So I was like, do I parent too? I do like, you know what I'm saying? Do I, you know? Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get some help from some other women around the age. So there was like, she got a problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be in my kids' business. Their text messages, you know what I'm saying? Stuff coming through their phone. You know, at a certain day, you know why they're young. Like, you know. And so, like, she was saying that she let them do stuff, but she still gotta know what they into and what what they doing. But the other parents, my coworker, so she was like, she bisexual or whatever. So
oh, she one of those. Now let me stop. I'm joking.
So you know, so at first I didn't know, you know, she open to everything. So I was like, okay. So she started first, but I know a lot of stuff. I can't believe what she say. I could tell she had it messed up.
Yeah.
Because she lied about having kids at first. You almost 50 years old.
Dang.
And, you know, I always talk about my kids. So, you know, I'm talking about my kids. So probably 2 weeks later, she was like, she got 4 kids. You know, I'm looking at her like, you do? Told me you ain't got like, so,
she trying to hide that from you for she done.
So, you know, I'm trying to break it out. So I was like, she need therapy. That's what I'm saying to myself. So I ended up telling her, that she was like, she got a therapist or something. So I was like, and she thought about all this. So long story short, a lot of conversation, I don't even engage with her because I know by me being almost 10 years younger than her, and a lot of stuff I know, and it's like, what was your upbringing like? Really, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of it is really common sense, but like, what did your mama teach you? Or what, you know, she said, I think she had a stepdad or something, but basically she was saying a father shouldn't be able to tell their daughter, basically like guide them through nothing. Like, you shouldn't monitor what they wear, monitor who they date.
Who this was that was saying this now?
One of my coworkers. She from Jackson. I think it's Jacksonville, North Carolina. It's like 4 hours away. So I try to, when I'm talking to them, you know, to people, I try to get an understanding of their surroundings, where they grew up at, and you know. And
don't that sound just like I'm telling you that? Ask questions, man.
So I was like, man, a lot of it really ain't her fault. You know what I'm saying? And because she older now, but still got to think like, who was she dating? Who was her friends? You know what I'm saying? Did they ever correct her? And you know,
hold her accountable.
Or if they did,
give her some insight.
How did she? You know what I'm saying? Did she cut them off or not be their friend? Or you know,
that's what they do.
You know, so I had a lot of wonders, but I was thinking like, no, I don't even go and, you know, because we got audio. You know what I'm saying? Job and stuff. So I was like, it'll just be questions up in the air. I'm not going nowhere. You can tell she ain't crazy, but
man, hey, that's why. But I love conversations like that, because going back to what you were saying earlier, man, that's the reason why, you know, I love to be in those conversations, because I like to ask questions to get a better understanding for why people say the things that they say, why they think the way that they think, and then I mean, you can pretty much figure out the answer just by asking them questions. Like, oh, okay, now I get it. That explains, you know, why you see life the way that you see it. And that's why I tell people, listen, I'm never gonna fault you or say that you're wrong for the way that you think, because I didn't go through those experiences that you went through in life. So I respect it. You know what I mean? And again, it might not be something that I rock with, but again, that's just you. So yeah, man, allowing your children to fail in controlled environments. I think this is just my own personal belief, but I think that, as a parent, um, you want to, and it's balanced too. Like you definitely want to, and you should let them know, hey, that stove is hot. Don't touch it. All right. But as we know, that's why everybody got a burn on their thigh, their leg, their arm, or whatever. Children can be hard headed, and they still gonna touch that doggone stove. But you done pretty much did your job as a parent by just letting them know, right? There are gonna be some times where I always say you got to crawl before you walk before you jog before you run. We gonna have these doggone little pigs or whatever they call them on the side to hopefully try to give you some information and try to give you some insight on how to navigate through life. Now, when do you take those training wheels off? It kind of depends on the child. You know what I mean? And also, this is the big thing, man. That's why I really do believe in like being equally yoked, because hopefully, you and that other parent like see eye to eye on most things. It's not gonna be everything, but most things on how you want your child or your children to be raised.
That's what they first say.
Wait, what's that?
Until you did.
Yes. No, that's a fact. That's facts, dog. That's facts.
You better let your dad know first, so that way.
Yeah.
Me, I like honesty.
Yeah.
If you doing something, I have to. That's why I don't say go through the phone. That's why I let the mom I know you can better, cause me. If I see something, I'm going to find a little boy, or you know what I'm saying, or whoever I heard, or trying to, I'm going looking for them, and that's why I always
the protection comes out.
And her mama, I always tell them, I say, a reflection of what y'all do is a reflection of me, because y'all know how I'm coming in behind
Yep.
whether we together or not. You know what I'm saying? You got to be here for the kid. You know what I'm saying? Just as well as I do. So yes, don't hide nothing from me. Yeah. Even if you think I might take it wrong, just let me know. Yeah. Just let me take it wrong and go off.
And going back to what because we done had this a similar conversation on the podcast, man, and how important it is to have strong, pausing right there, strong father figures in the house, because just because a man is in that house don't necessarily mean that he's given the right type of guidance, because children need a balance, right? If you are in the household and you got a man that got his tail tucked in between his legs, and you got like little boys seeing that growing up, just like, so is that how I'm supposed to be? Little girls seeing that growing up, so that's how I'm supposed to be? Talk down to the guy that I'm with? And you literally have people continue to repeat a cycle instead of, again, going back to the way things used to be. Because people love to talk about how back in the old generation, how women were getting abused and all of that, which I call cap, because when you actually go, even on TikTok, like I've seen so many people doing interviews from the older generation. It was like, yeah, that wasn't my situation. That was not my situation at all. I had a loving husband that did what he could. Now, keep in mind, you're gonna have men that are gonna be men. That man maybe have stepped out or whatever, and did whatever it is that he needed to do, but he still took care of the home. He still took care of these children. He did whatever he had to do to make sure that we were okay. You know what I mean? When it come time paycheck on Friday, he gave me his entire paycheck. Now, I don't know if y'all remember. Right, the whole.
And you know, cars start pulling up. It's party time. Party. Capo or whatever they be drinking.
Yeah, boy, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Even I'm gonna tell you the crazy thing though. Even to this day, even though some of the guys that I grew up with that still live somewhat like the same, like they, you know, as long as the bills are taken care of, I get my little beverage or whatever. Then you know she go and do what she want to do with the rest of the check. Man, let me tell you something. Y'all are some different type of guys, boy.
Yeah.
Couldn't be me. Ain't no mother loving way in the world, man. Again, but that goes back to what I was saying about being equally yoked. And I know I was joking about this way. Yeah, and I know I was joking about this a few videos ago. But when I talk about women living longer than men, the reason why is because most of those young ladies be stressing them dudes out, man. Guys be stressed out, can't even take a nap around their girl. Like I was like, wait, what? Heck yeah, man, my girl get mad when what? You done came home from a long day of work and she complaining about you. Listen, fam, that ain't your girl, man. That is not your girl. Because I'm trying to keep this thing as PG-13 as possible. I wish I wish a mother lover would. So you better get the hell out of this room. I'm gonna tell you again.
Man, they don't realize sleep. Enough sleep can solve a lot of stuff, but if you ain't had no sleep and then say you got an issue, then come talk to me. You know, man, let me get some sleep, man. We'll talk about that. Just let me sleep. Get a little bit of sleep. But if you want to come and know that I ain't had no sleep, you want to talk about it, you might be a misunderstanding. I might hear you wrong because I ain't all the way. All right, let me be well rested. We can talk about this like adults. I'm cranky, you cranky, ain't nobody had enough sleep, enough
on edge.
Yeah, easy take stuff out of content. You well rested in your head on stuff, you can really sit there and think. I'm letting you sleep, man. I don't know nothing, man. None of them, they be coming in. You know, what's wrong with you? You're not talking today.
Right.
Every morning.
What you smiling for?
They done got all this, they ain't got nothing to do but to come to work. You know, I got a couple things on my plate, you know. If I can come in like y'all work double shifts, I would. And smile about it, but man, listen. It's a little rough on me right now. Let me get over this little hump. Not having enough sleep, boy, that can make up a lot. I can tell from my customers, some days I be slippery and sometimes, you know, yeah, man, you gotta get that sleep. Yeah, man, I know. And they start talking to him like, man, this is a guy that knows. You need to get that sleep, man. I'm telling you.
So good, boy. And I didn't really start getting that until after my butt started trying to wake up at 4 a.m. and get in the bed at like 12, 1 o'clock. Man, listen, yeah. A lot of people didn't want to be around me then, man. For real. Because any little thing will set you off. Oh, yeah. You just wake up pissed off, mad at the world.
And sleep, man. My body is tired. You know, I wasn't cussing nobody out. It just was like, it was like, you know, a couple of different days. Man, this is one of these days, man.
Yeah.
I fell asleep at the counter. I wait with the customer. They come in. I watch them come in. I'm just sitting there. By the time they come,
Dope. Yeah, no, I feel that. What's good?
You know what, though? I meet a lot of different people. We have all kinds of conversations and stuff, too. I don't talk about politics too much, man. But I'm telling you, I know a lot of the ones that voted for Trump. Yeah. They teed off right now. But when they try to get into them conversations, I just laugh. Yeah. I don't even feed into politics. I just know when we be going to war. Yeah. Be scrolling on YouTube or something, and you got a little video. Yeah. Shot missiles. I'm like, okay. Yeah, what's going on, man? Like, those niggas angry, man. Soon somebody tell them no, hey, drop bombs on them.
We gonna fix that.
They ain't gonna give time to,
The hell did you
change
just say
their
to
mind.
me?
Yeah, man. Have all kind of. I be learning a lot from them though, cause I don't be on the internet, be all into the politics and what really be going on. Yeah, but they'll come in and tell you that. They'll come in there and let you know, what they think about what's gonna happen, and I just be hearing them out, cause I really don't, and they don't really know what's gonna happen. Yeah, I like to listen to them and hear them out.
Yeah, man, it's so crazy. Like when I started doing like reaction videos and stuff, I think for the longest time I stayed away from politics because to be honest with you, I don't really rock with none of them people in the government. I think everybody, in some way, shape, form, or fashion, they corrupt. Mm-hmm. They allow
they got an agenda to fill.
Either one or two things.
They get them out of here. Like they were saying about Jeff Kennedy. They say, man, the shot came from inside the car. And I kept looking at the video. I don't know, when you be done, done heard it so much, and then you go really check it out, it could really, you know what I'm saying? And when you looking at it, that's all you'll be looking for. You be like, I can see it a little bit, but I don't know. But, and they say he was, for the people or whatever, so, yeah, man, he wasn't filling out the agenda. You had to do away with them. That's another reason why I don't feed into politics either, because people, you start getting desperate. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to deal with this shit, man. A lot of people take this shit like really, really serious. Yeah. Not knowing that everything is already it's already written out. Before we do all the votes and everything, they already know who the president gonna be. Yeah, industry plant, man. You all, man. Half the time I be that. I be feeling it like it's like the what is that? The Hunger Games. Like it's really like life. That's how life's really set up. Yeah. Like somebody just watching on the big screen, and where they get
pulling strings.
Be like, yeah.
Oh man, we're gonna get rid of that something.
Yeah, it's just me interacting with a lot of people and stuff, man. Like aliens and mermaids and stuff. Like it's small around here, but when you start interacting with people from all over Canada, Florida, you know what I'm saying, that done lived in the places where it's allegations of murder, you know what I'm saying, and you actually hear them say, yeah, it's allegations, some people say they done seen them, that stuff just be amazing, man, because man, that stuff ain't real, yeah, that's AI. Everybody around here think everything AI. Then snake be done bit them. They looking at it. Oh man, this AI, man. It ain't no real blood. Like, what the hell? Like, don't nobody believe nothing is real no more. And I done had some people come in there, with different kind of jobs and stuff, and they've been building a lot of submarines lately. And he said they pay them 5 times more than what they ever paid them ever in history. And he say they gotta make like, what did he say, 50? I want to say he said 50,000 submarines. And they That's right here. They brought him to South Carolina. He's from Virginia. I think West Virginia, you say. But oh my bad. We got gold mines here. It's a lot of stuff that we got that, man, like, it's just crazy. It's like on the map, like a lot of the places where they say is like the Middle East and stuff, and like this is where Jerusalem is. I think the map turned upside down, like sideways or something. I don't think they knew how to really read, Yeah. But really well back then. That's what they say. A lot of them didn't know how to read and stuff. So I don't know, because they were saying like what it was. Something was in Tennessee. It's really they finding pyramids and different stuff. And see, we got, like I said, we got a gold mine somewhat close by. Yeah. And a lot of people don't even know about it. And they've been finding gold, but they say they done found something else down there. But they got it secured off like Area 51. Oh, man. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. And I learned that just from talking to customers, just interacting with the customers in there. Yeah. Mm. That's crazy. Yeah, that's why for certain conversations before I engage with certain people, I try to figure out where they're from and just get a good understanding. Yeah.
I see the comments on the phone, y'all, but I don't know why they weren't coming in on the TV. Somebody said good combo. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, when they come to like politics and stuff, like for the longest time, I stayed away from it because again, man, like I'm not really on either side with it. So yeah, for the longest I just kind of stayed away from it. But what I will say though, dealing with politics and having those conversations about politics, it really helped. It helped me a lot because I seen the fact that I really didn't care about people saying anything about this president or this person or whatever. Like, what the hell about that, man? I actually start approaching that with every conversation that I have. So you can't piss me off. Like, say for instance, we having a conversation about like slavery. Like, if you would approach me like 10 years ago and you would have said something out of the way, man, listen. Yeah, hey, that's over with. But now I don't even get, too emotionally invested in that. Because I'm just like, I just look at it like, yo, you're just an ignorant person, and your views don't really matter. But you got to, man. You got to, because that having conversations like that, over the internet, it helped with like having conversations in everyday life. So I think one of the hardest conversations used to be between me and women. Because, with guys, like if you having a conversation with a dude you don't know, you get pissed off. You can just fight him. But with a woman, it's different. Like, and women, they are really, really good at speaking, at talking, at having conversations, and they doing that gotcha moment. And so they know how to push your buttons. And so I literally sat back for like a year and a half and I watched what I thought was some of the greatest speakers, some of the greatest communicators. Malcolm X was definitely one of them. That's why I ended up reading the autobiography of Malcolm X. I checked out Martin Luther King, some of his stuff. My boy Eric Thomas, my boy Inky Johnson, and then to dive in on the other side, my boy Kevin Samuels. Even though a lot of people don't really rock with Kevin Samuels like that, but one thing that I absolutely loved about when he spoke, everything was like about clarity. It wasn't about like I got your moment. And he was able to hold that conversation. So if we having a conversation about the type of guy that you're dating or the type of guy that you're choosing, he made sure that that's where we stayed at. And what I've seen through having conversations again with women is they'll try to move the goalposts. And that's the reason why a lot of times they end up winning arguments, because they'll move the goalposts. Instead of, no, we're gonna stay right here. I'm gonna remind you. Like, so when I started off having conversations just through text. So I would jump up under a post and I would have a conversation with, well, I wouldn't even have a conversation. I'll just put what my thoughts were down, because I don't go nowhere starting anything. And then next thing you know, you have people that comment up under that. Why do you think that's such an ignorant statement? Is it? Break down what I just said. Like, how is that ignorant? And then they were like, well, it was ignorant because of this. Well, if you look at the facts, data, and statistics, this says that. Where are you getting your information from? Blackdemographics.com. For Black people, by Black people. As you can see, they are 76%. I said most, not all. Man, when you break it down like that, it was so many people that used to delete their chats because they didn't even want to, like, listen, I done lost this argument, abort freaking mission. But I learned I was like, okay, so just remain calm, just have the conversation. You'll be surprised how many conversations, arguments, or whatever you will win just by remaining calm. Because a lot of people, anytime that you challenge them, anytime that you ask them a question, they immediately get heated. If I see that my questions are bothering you, oh, I already know I got you. Respectfully, dog. We listen, we can have this conversation because again, I don't go anywhere starting anything. But I am gonna ask you those questions. And the problem with most people is when I'm having a conversation, I have a conversation from the outside looking in. So I'm not speaking about my personal life. I'm just speaking about most people. Because anybody can always make an argument and say that, well, I know somebody, or, well, this person didn't do it. Well, let's look at most. Would this be the case for most people? They did so many different studies and stuff. They done put so much information out there. Listen, we ain't about, listening to he say, she say stuff. You can know a person and that person it can be fake. So if we keep it and we're talking about most, when I tell y'all I have not lost a debate since approaching conversations in that matter. And the thing about me is the biggest thing, I'm actually looking for somebody to prove me wrong. So even though I technically haven't lost a debate, I'm open-minded to anything. So I'll be like, at the end of whatever I said, if you don't believe me, you know what I mean, or you think what I said was wrong, I'm always open to the possibility that I am wrong. So if you can enlighten me, enlighten me. It's like I've never approached anybody that has had that type of balance when it comes to like communicating, conversations, and stuff like that. And everybody that I've had like a debate with, you know what? I don't like what you said and how you said it, but I respect it. And it actually makes sense. Crazy, man. It's crazy. Crazy. But we about to get up out of here, y'all. We about to go grab some grub or whatnot, what have you. I gotta get my phone. I gotta use this phone anyway. I gotta send bro payment. But thank y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. I appreciate all the likes, all the comments, even though we didn't get to most of them, man. It's a lot of comments there. See somebody do those little face emojis. Good convo. Appreciate it, man. Loving the look. Yeah, I told y'all, man, listen, the best freaking barber in the Carolinas. My bro, I'm actually gonna leave a comment down in the description below after this video is live, because y'all know all the comments are deleted after the live video. The views are still there, but the comments, I don't know, they just don't show up. I don't know why the freak YouTube does that. But I'll leave a link down in the description below for you guys to go and go check out, bro, man. Hair looks really good. Appreciate it. Thank you. Always does an amazing job. The only person I will ever allow in my head, man. No cap. Anyway, man, thank you guys so much. We got so many comments, dog. I apologize I didn't get through all of them, but thank y'all so much, man. Until the next time, y'all be blessed, y'all be beautiful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Lego.